wanna get freaky. I said cool, that's fine. She wanna get way too comfortable. There's no way you can come round mine. Plus, she wanna link so early. I'm only beating things after 9. But if she does that thing with finesse, calm, boo, you can be my wife.
Hey guys, it's Kella and welcome back to Under the Covers with Kella on BDTV. So I kind of wanted to make today's topic on everything that's kind of going on at the moment. For those of you that don't know, I would be incredibly surprised if you don't know. Quite recently in America, a man named George Floyd was a victim to police brutality, where the police officer, if you could even call him that, knelt on his neck for 8 minutes. As a result, Mr. Floyd ended up being suffocated and passed away. Originally, there weren't any charges towards this police officer, as there was 4 involved. There was the man that was obviously lying on his neck, and there's about 3 that were just standing around watching. As a result, this has caused a whole load of uproar in America. It's sad, like so much sad and anger, but not just America, like a global thing. It's caused global anger. What first kind of started off as peaceful protesting, obviously people are so angry because this keeps happening to black people. The Black Lives Matter movement has obviously started up. I mean, it's never really stopped. It's coming to light again. The protests were peaceful. Obviously police again are using excessive force out there, so that ultimately turned into the riots, where it all kind of went more violent. But the protests have been happening globally. Some are a lot more peaceful than others. It's just really sad to see in this day and age what black people still go through. But not only that, with everything that's kind of been going on, you can see how much covert racism is actually starting to come through. Like, I spent the best part of my day for the last 2 days blocking and deleting so many people that kept kind of just comparing it to either the case of Lee Rigby or, well, All Lives Matter. And people only ever seem to scream All Lives Matter when a black man dies. And it's kind of just like, but why? When it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you don't go all cancers matter. I just don't think it's fair at all. To see how sad and angry and hurt my friends, even in America, because I've got a few American friends, are. You want to hug them, but you can't, and I think that's probably like one of the most painful things. I think one good thing about this is that it's good to see, although you've still got same racist people, the amount of people that are actually coming together and actually either didn't realise it before and they want to educate themselves and learn, or the people that have always been that woke finally all kind of coming together and being like, no, the change needs to happen and it needs to happen now. And because of all the speaking up and the fighting on this, I'm pretty sure the police officer's case has gone from 3rd degree murder to like being like manslaughter to 2nd degree, where it was intentional. Personally, I still don't think that's enough. I still think it needs to be 1st degree murder, on the pure basis of this man has done it countless of times before, and he was allowed to be on the force for that amount of time. With everything that's going on, it kind of brings up like many like uncomfortable memories and flashbacks for like me, in a sense, because although I'm mixed race, I've still experienced my fair share of racism. Like, I remember being on holiday, I think I was like 10, and I'm sitting on a pool, and then like I've made like my own little friends, and we were sitting on this pool edge, and there was this white girl, like 18, 19 maybe, like a lot older, and she's trying to sit on top of me. So she's literally pushing me back and trying to sit on top of me. So I was like, oh, excuse me, like I'm here, like me, like the 10-year-old self. She's turned around and gone, it's a nigger. So at that point I knew it was a bad word, but I didn't know quite know what it meant. So obviously I've gone to my mum quite upset, and obviously she's just picked up on it straight away. She's actually dragged this girl out the pool. So that's kind of like the first lot of racism that I could kind of remember. I mean, going to a predominantly white society school didn't help that much either, because I think even in my year alone there was probably like, what, 6, 7 maximum people of colour. You always found that it was like the same couple of people that were getting picked on by the same group of people. It could be down to the clothes you're wearing, or for whatever reason I had people obsessed with whether or not I could buy designer stuff. Like, you can't afford that, that's obviously a fake. Just like patterns of bags, that's literally it. But I think if you didn't come from or look like you came from money, then obviously it's a problem. I've always kind of noticed that, obviously because I'm obviously mixed race, so I'm half Antiguan and half English, like I was too white for the black girls. Don't get me wrong, I've had black friends and they are absolutely fantastic and amazing, but I have been in some situations where they were kind of like, no, or I'm too black for the white girls, which I still see all the time living in an extremely white town. It's kind of like, I'm the golden nugget, if you say. You're either over-sexualised by the boys or you're overly threatened by the girls, and it's kind of like there's like no happy medium. Even up until recently, like I don't know why, but there'd be times where I've been either kicked out of a club because a group of white girls would only have to say to the security guard that fancies them, oh no, she scares me, even though I've said like 2 words to him, probably hello and a goodbye, and that's about it. I'd get kicked out of the clubs because that's what the white girl wants. I remember not too long ago I went out, obviously before lockdown happened, so probably way long ago. I had this one white girl, she trod on my foot and I didn't say anything, which is quite good for me. See, I'm growing as an adult. But then her other friend decides to start getting into my face and start arguing, and I'm like, I'm not arguing with you, I don't want to talk to you. She goes, well, I'm trying to chat to you, and I'm like, well, I don't want to talk to you, so where do we go from here? Like, your friend just trod on my foot and now you're trying to start an argument with me? How's that going to work? And then security wanted to kick me out because he thought I was becoming on more aggressive when I was literally just standing there and this girl is in my face. Like, but he wanted to get rid of me. It's so hard because I feel like being of colour, people pick and choose when they think it's a good thing. Like, I feel like I get, like mixed race people in general kind of get like over glamorized because, oh my god, you've got such a nice tan, and oh my god, you've got really nice curly hair. And then when it comes to things like this, it's just like, kind of glad I'm not that though. And it sounds like harsh me saying it, but it's true, and it's something that you kind of have to deal with. And especially now, I kind of just feel like people are using Mr. Floyd's death as a fashion trend, especially now, like with everything going on Instagram when everyone was doing Blacked Out Tuesday, and I hadn't seen anybody else do a single post other than that. Not that it's all about posting, like people can be donating, they can be signing petitions. A lot of people just don't seem to want to do that. Like, I'm really thankful that I'm part of a modelling agency that wants to spread awareness and looks after their girls and wants to learn more. To not just support us, but to support and educate everyone around them, like their children. And from what I can see, not a lot of modelling agencies have been doing that. Like British Diamonds has been like hot on it, like consistently. Like, I do firmly believe that being a model is a little bit more than just slapping an agency's name into your profile and then going, oh yeah, no, look, I take a nice picture. And that's exactly what Jada's done. It's like, we're using that platform to spread more awareness, not for us, but for everybody. Yeah, I think that's kind of like my saving grace for living in a very white town. But not even just George Floyd. There was a lady called Sarah Reed. The horror of things that she went through, to the point where she took her own life. There are so many. There's so many, and I am glad. I don't even care about the riots. It's kind of like people are like, oh, well, protesting and social distancing, you're going to be the reason that we can have a second wave. Okay, but there was an absolute uproar when Boris said you couldn't shag your fucking neighbour anymore. Like, really? I'm finding people are kind of picking and choosing the wrong battles at this point. And it's annoying, because I'm not stupid. I know there's other things going on, but this is needed. Like, people are tired. I'm tired. We're all tired, and so many more people are tired. I think people need to realise we're not doing this as an excuse to kind of just be around our friends or just to go out. This is for a reason. There is a reason behind all of this. There is a purpose, and we're being heard, and the world will be a better place by the end of this. Like, it has to. Enough is enough now, and we're being heard. And I think that's probably like one of the most amazing things. So quite a few of you will probably think this kind of video didn't really go anywhere. I spoke about my experiences and the Black Lives Matter movement and everything else that's going on, but I kind of just feels like it's something that needs to be spoken about, and it's something that needs to be addressed. If you like it, then leave a like. If you don't, then you know where to go.
Say it for Burns.
I mean can't step to the team yard. When I say me I can roll me, call me multiple girl wine for me. Don't on the belly me I just. I mean can't step to the team yard. When I say me I can roll me, call me multiple girl wine for me. Don't on the belly me I gone in.